From Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 5.
Coming up tonight, the Nebraska State Patrol is closely monitoring ice jams on the Missouri River. Plus, Southwest Airlines canceling thousands of flights again today, with some of those being out of Omaha. And Lincoln police are seeing a sharp increase in road rage incidents. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Rod has the night off. But first tonight, we're learning more about what happened when a Lincoln man was gunned down last Friday. 23-year-old Carson Rezak is charged with second-degree murder and use of a deadly weapon to commit a felony. Last Friday, 38-year-old Kupo Malaya was found shot next to his crashed Jeep near 20th and Washington Streets. He died at the scene. Lincoln police saying today that several shell casings were found in Rezak's vehicle, along with damage consistent with a crash and gunfire. They believe the two men did not know each other. Rezak will be back in court on January 26th. Today, we looked into how common road rage is becoming in Lincoln. LPD says we're seeing an increase in the number of incidents. Channel 8's Veronica Barreto looked into it for us today and joins us live with more. Veronica?
That's right, Megan. Lincoln police say within the last 2 years, road rage incidents in the capital city are up 57%. Experts say road rage is displayed in many ways, but all of them can end very badly. Lincoln Police Department data shows road rage in 2022 increased 57% compared to 2020. This year, 102 incidents were reported. LPD says 12 of those resulted in a use of a weapon. Other than guns, the weapons can also be a sledgehammer, a knife, a machete, a rock, baseball bat, or a fist. LPD says in 2022 they issued 27 citations related to road rage incidents. AAA says most times road rages are the result of extreme cases of aggressive and unsafe driving.
Well, road rage would be considered, another distraction. Getting upset because of items that are out of your control or due to others' reckless driving.
AAA says dangerous and aggressive behaviors while driving have increased since 2020 after 3 years of declining. Some examples of aggressive driving are speeding in heavy traffic, cutting in front of another driver, running red lights, blocking cars attempting to pass or change lanes, among others. All of these behaviors can end very bad.
The emotions, the distracted driving behaviors, whether it's alcohol or a cell phone, can contribute to so many factors, like we talked about, including accidents and even a fatal accident.
Experts are giving some advice to prevent events like this from happening.
Patience is key when it comes to driving, and that's in any situation, whether you have the perfect day in the middle of the summer to drive or in winter weather driving conditions.
LPD says many times road rage happens because people were running late or because they were experiencing tense emotions. LPD also says if you are the victim of road rage, you should remove yourself from the situation and try to ignore people with dangerous behaviors. And LPD says if nothing you're doing is working and the other driver is continually escalating their behavior or displays a weapon, you should call 911 right away and drive to the nearest police station.
Veronica, thank you very much for that story tonight. In other news now, in Grand Island, a man is behind bars after allegedly abducting a teen from Utah. Police say around 2 a.m., officers approached a suspicious vehicle at a gas station. They found 26-year-old Tadashi Kojima with a 13-year-old boy inside. Officers determined the vehicle was associated with the Utah Amber Alert. Kojima is now facing kidnapping charges. And authorities in Utah sent out an Amber Alert for the teen yesterday afternoon. It said he was with a man named Hunter Fox. Police later identified that suspect, though, as Tadashi Kojima, and officials say they are working to reunite the boy with his family. In other crime news, a resident says Christmas presents were stolen right off their porch. Lincoln police are asking for your help with that case, as well as a car theft in this week's Crime Stoppers report.
The first case is from December 10th. The victim in this case reported that his mom had mailed some packages to his house that were gifts. And when he found the gifts to be missing, he reviewed his camera footage from the porch and located this female taking the packages from his porch. We're hoping somebody can help us identify her through this porch video footage. During the snowstorm last Wednesday evening into Thursday morning, the victim in this case stopped at a hotel near 87th and Nebraska Parkway to just play it safe for the night. In the morning, he went to warm up his vehicle and left the keys in the vehicle and left the vehicle unattended in the hotel parking lot. You'll see in this video, it's just a matter of moments. Toyota Camry pulls into the parking lot and an individual gets out of that Toyota Camry and gets into the victim's vehicle and drives off. This case just serves as a nice reminder with the weather being cold out that it is dangerous to leave your car running unattended, and these auto thefts happen very quickly, sometimes in a matter of just seconds. If anybody has any information that can help us solve either of these cases, they can call Lincoln Police Department directly at 441-6000. They can call Lincoln Crime Stoppers at 475-3600, or they can go to lincolncrimestoppers.com, and there's all kinds of clickable links online where they can leave an anonymous tip.
Time now for a check of our weather. My goodness, Rusty, it's shorts and t-shirt weather today.
It felt like it. It really did. Just going outside, all of a sudden you're thinking, this is fantastic. Temperatures weren't even that warm today. They're going to get even warmer as we head through the next couple of days. But we got to get past this first. A winter weather advisory, that's right, in northeast, central, and southwest Nebraska. This is it kicks in around midnight, and some spots last longer than others, but overall this generally goes through at least the first half of the day on Thursday, maybe into the early afternoon hours. You notice southeast Nebraska and northwest Nebraska not in it, but there's still a chance at seeing a little something. Right now, satellite radar showing up a lot of green. That is rainfall. A lot of that in south central and southeastern Nebraska not getting to the ground. There's some dry air in place, but that swath from Sioux City down towards McCook and just south of North Platte there, that is likely getting to the ground. Outside right now in Beatrice, this is Schoen's roofing cam at 6th and Perkins in Beatrice, and it looks like traffic is going smoothly and temperatures are mild. 44 degrees in Beatrice, 46 just south of there in Wymore. We have temperatures near 50 in central Nebraska. Look at that, 50 degrees in Grand Island. Temperatures are going to cool off though as we head through tonight. Not much of a wind, 5, 10, 15 miles per hour. Here's a look at your temperatures. Notice we'll fall to around the freezing mark, give or take a few degrees as we head through the day tomorrow. So we're not going to warm up anymore for tomorrow for much of the state. I think southeast Nebraska may get back into the lower and middle 40s. But an interesting forecast. Lots going on. The snow chance tomorrow, rain chances tomorrow, and then warmer temperatures as we head towards the New Year's weekend. More on that in a few minutes.
All right, we'll talk to you soon, Rusty. Thank you. Well, chaos continues for Southwest Airline passengers as the carrier cancels another 2,500 flights today, including 30 at Epley Airfield in Omaha. Gloria Pazmino has more on what stranded passengers can do.
Southwest Airlines under intense scrutiny from stranded customers.
This year has been a bad one. They have really disappointed me.
And the federal government.
Meltdown is the right word. This is an unacceptable situation, and I've made clear that our department will be holding them accountable for their responsibilities to customers.
The airline blaming the travel disaster on winter storm delays, aggressive flight scheduling, and its own outdated infrastructure.
We're doing everything we can to return to a normal operation. And please also hear that I'm truly sorry.
As other airlines seem completely recovered from the recent winter storm, Southwest already cutting over 2,300 Thursday flights, admitting this could go on for days.
Fix it.
For those struggling to get home, experts say book as soon as possible with another airline. Southwest policy is they will not do it for you. And note, American and United Airlines are capping fares on some Southwest routes.
Don't put it off. The longer you wait, the fewer options you'll have.
Booked on your credit card, check to see if you have travel protection. It could mean hundreds of dollars back in your pocket. And finally,
keep those receipts. Southwest says they'll honor reasonable requests for reimbursement.
I'm Gloria Pasmino reporting.
Back to local news here. With the price of video games going up, many are finding it difficult to buy them on a tight budget. But one option not many people may know about is renting games from your local library. Here in Lincoln, the city libraries have spent the past couple years bulking up their gaming collection to give individuals a try before you buy option, and it's all free. From games for modern consoles to classics for older systems like the Wii, there is something for everyone to check out to cure that winter break boredom.
Video games do range these days from probably $40 to maybe $70 new. We do buy new exciting games. We're trying to get what people are interested in. We have games from E for Everyone through T for Teen because it's part of our youth collection. And if people are interested in something that we don't have, you can request and make a suggestion, ask to buy more games. I'm the one it goes to.
All libraries have updated gaming sections to choose from, with the largest collections at Gear and Walt Library locations. Well, thanks to a couple in Waco, a young tabby cat made it through the holidays after suffering a life-threatening injury. Meet Renee, who suffered a severe right leg injury and is currently staying at York Adopt a Pet. Mona Peterson with the animal shelter said that the cat walked up to her and cried out for help. The injury she suffered developed gangrene, and the decision to amputate came soon after. But despite the struggle, Renee has powered through and is now looking for her forever home.
She might have some limitations, for example, getting up on a couch or a chair to sit, or possibly stairs, but in time, I'm sure, once she's got her strength completely back, she would be fine. We just want to give someone, hope someone comes along that's just willing to give her a chance.
And are you looking to adopt? You can visit York Adopt a Pet for more information on Renee and other furry friends like her. Still to come on the news tonight, an ice jam in the Missouri River is threatening utilities for the first time in more than 30 years. What officials want you to know when we come back.
If you are driven
Emergency managers are watching the Missouri River as an ice jam threatens utilities for the first time in 33 years. The State Patrol has been surveying the situation from the air, and officials say that the jam stretches from north of Blair past Omaha's downtown area. Here are the details.
Wow.
Larry Bradley inspects the Missouri River as an ice jam has formed in his district.
Grew up around the Missouri River all my life, and this is one of the very few times you've ever seen it this full of ice.
In fact, the National Weather Service says the last time was 1989.
It's going to take some work to uncork this jam.
Bradley serves on the Papio, Missouri Natural Resource District. He says the Nebraska Emergency Management Agency and Douglas County Emergency Management are in charge of the Missouri River Jam, but the NRD has been called in to help clear jams in the past.
The Papio, Missouri NRD, we have experience with ice jams, but certainly what's occurred here on the Missouri River is a little bit unprecedented.
The National Weather Service says this is a different situation than 2019, notably because flooding is not a concern. Low water levels are.
The main concerns here are from the utilities and the municipalities about how low that water level is going to get in the river and how that may impact their operations.
OPPD has taken one power plant offline because of the ice jam, though it says there's no impact to Omaha. Metropolitan Utilities District says it is monitoring its Florence water treatment plant closely, but it's online for now. As for flooding, NWS says it would take more than 10 feet of water.
In that ice jam, the water may rise and build backwards, but again, there's just a lot of river to store water.
And they warn that the ice may be beautiful and look solid, but stay away.
Do not come down here. Do not try to walk on the ice at all.
Now, your Storm Alert team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
So for Lincoln tomorrow, temperatures are going to start off around the freezing mark in the morning, and then by the evening hours get back down to the freezing mark. But I think we top out around noon, around 40 degrees, and then a system will get closer to us, giving us a chance for rain. I think it's really small. Well, it's pretty small for a good portion of the day, even into the afternoon hours, but it'll increase a little bit as we head into the 4, 5, 6, 7 p.m. time frame and then start to taper off. Possibility for snow is out there in the capital city. It's not a great chance, but from 4 to about 8 p.m. we may see a little bit. That's setting the stage for what's coming our way as we head through the day tomorrow. Outside right now, pretty quiet, a lot of cloud cover out there, a lot of melting going on too. If you were wandering around the city today, you might have noticed there's a lot of puddles everywhere. It's because temperatures are well above the freezing mark. 45 East Campus, Southeast Community College, Yankee Hill Road at 43, Airport at 43. Just about everybody in the 40s and even some 50s out there. Look at Central City at 54, 50 in Grand Island and Hastings, 46 in Hebron. So everybody is well above the freezing mark. So if you have snow on the ground, it's likely starting to go away. Helping us out, a south wind at 5, 10, maybe 15 miles per hour. When you get that wind out of the south this time of year, it helps. But don't get too excited about the snow melting, because there's another chance of it from northeast Nebraska, central Nebraska into southwest Nebraska. It starts late tonight, about midnight, so the very beginning of Thursday, and goes through about noon for the southern half of this and through about 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon for the northeastern corner. So this snow is going to go like this, and I'm going to show you that in a second. First, what's going on out there right now? We're warm enough, everybody warm enough for rain. This wreaks havoc with snowfall potential, because when you start with rain, when that eventually switches over to snow is key, and models aren't always really good at it. And well, to be fair, neither are meteorologists. It's hard to figure that out. And according to this model, it starts to change over to snow at about 4 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, and then just continues to spread to the north and east. So by 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, just about everybody sees snow. And then it kind of fizzles out a little bit, tries to make it into central and eastern Nebraska by 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But again, those temperatures really close to that freezing mark, so this could be a rain-snow mix, and then it moves on out of here as we head through Thursday night. So because of that, a swath of 1 to 2, maybe up to 3 inches of snow. But again, that rain is going to mess with the snowfall potential. If it switches over to snow quickly, then we would be in the higher end. But if it stays rain longer, we'd be on the lower end, and then less than an inch for just about everybody else. In fact, we could see 5/100ths to maybe a 1/4 of an inch of rain. This would likely just be snow, but maybe some rainfall as we head through the second half of the day tomorrow. Temperatures tonight dropping to around the freezing mark, and then highs tomorrow as that cold front moves through. I think we top out around 40 around noon and then start to drop. So an interesting day. Rain snow mix possible in the capital city. Better chance for snow the further west you go. Then a nice day on Friday, 46, 45 on Saturday for New Year's Eve. New Year's Day, 46 degrees, and then a rain-snow mix, again, possible as we head into Monday, and that cools us off for a few days. 35 on Tuesday, 38 on Wednesday, and then back into the 40s as we head through the second half of next week. So again, Megan, that winter weather advisory for just that swath right down from the center part of the state, that goes until probably Thursday afternoon. Could see a little snow out of it.
Hey, any moisture, we'll take it.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Rusty. A negative day on Wall Street today. The Dow falling 366 points. NASDAQ is down 140. S&P also losing 46. Here are your numbers. You're watching Channel 8, Nebraska's trusted news source.
Tonight.
His owner on a hike and spends the night all alone high up on a snowy mountain. Well, two brave rescuers made the lengthy hike to bring the stranded dog back home. Jeremy Roth has tonight's Take a Look at This.
Watch as a pair of rescuers in Utah help bring a dog trapped on a snowy mountain cliffside back to safety. The dog, Nala, reportedly became separated from her owner on a hike and had to spend the night on the frigid Utah mountain. With an aerial drone to help them, the climb team located Nala and hiked up to her. They then played a patient waiting game with the understandably frightened dog. The sheriff's department said ultimately it may have been the buzzing drone that spooked Nala into cooperating. Rescuers were able to seal the deal with some tasty treats and a little TLC, and soon the three were hiking back down to safety. Nala is now back home with her family thanks to a delicate dance of sorts by some very patient and determined rescuers. Speaking of delicate dance moves, watch a Florida teacher go viral by absolutely crushing a dance-off with her students. Sumner High School teacher Yolanda Turner says after exams, her 8th graders hit her with the challenge.
They're like, Miss Turner, we want to do a dance battle. The young man you see in the video with me, and he just immediately goes into attack mode. I'm like, wait a minute. It's time to turn up.
Oh, Turner turned it up and did not disappoint, popping and locking and rocking the spot to thunderous cheers from the students.
Dancing has always been a part of me. I see kids able to really express themselves through it and just let go.
For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Oh, I love that. Those kids will always remember that. How fun. Rusty, can we get one final check of the nice temperatures today?
Absolutely. We've got temperatures that are going to be mild for the next several days. 40 on Thursday, which is a little cooler, and that'll happen around noon. So you might feel a little cooler tomorrow, but back into the middle 40s for Friday and New Year's Eve. That mixed precipitation chances tomorrow night. 45 degrees for New Year's Eve. At midnight for New Year's Day, you'll be at 32 degrees, so we'll call that chilly. Then back to 46. By the afternoon on New Year's Day. So a pretty mild beginning of 2023.
All right. Thank you, Rusty. And thank you all for joining us. Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you at 6.
With the Channel 8 News mobile app, you'll be the first to know. Get alerts about breaking news and weather, all in the palm of your hand.
Extreme sports. And now, Amigos Extreme Burritos with extreme sauce and 3 cheeses with steak, chicken, or beef. And crispy French fries at Amigos.
Closed captioning on Channel 8 Eyewitness News is brought to you by Christensen Hearing Analytics.
It's Supreme Spa and Pool's year-end clearance sale. Buy now.
Best prices after Christmas.